Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of WhimsyCraft, and as you can see, I have my pirate hat. So now I am officially Captain Alice. Now I have to thank Stevia for creating the hat, and I have to thank Ailey so much for trying to get it onto the server because I could not figure it out. That's a skill, everyone, that I haven't quite mastered, but I aim to learn. Just not today. We have too many things to do today. But that is something that I got up with Ailey and I said I do want her to teach me how to do that because I'd like to learn how to get models put on the server. It's a few things that we could really have fun with. But the overall design, that goes to Stevia, and I will have to say it is absolutely amazing. It even has a little feather in the hat. So I think today what we need to do is kind of hop on in. Oh my goodness, it even looks good when I'm flying. This is the first time I've used it, you guys, since I've put it on here. Check this out. Oh, that looks so good. So good. Okay, back to the ship. All right, now that we're back at the ship, you're probably wondering, hey, does it get really big like the police hat did last season if you throw it down on the ground? I have no clue. Let's find out. It's so exciting messing with new things. Okay, so here we go. If I just toss it on the ground, it stays normal size, you guys. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Okay, cool. Well, let's pop that back on our head like so, and then let's get started with today's agenda. Now, to begin with, if some of you didn't catch it in the last video, my Patreon is live now, so if you want to go check that out and give me a little help on the channel, I greatly appreciate it, and I know times are hard, so if you can't, well, that's alright. A like, a follow, a share, a comment, all those things really help, and they really go a long way. Now, as for what we're getting into today, well, it's going to be a whole lot of building, you guys. First thing we should probably do, safety first, is, as a matter of fact, I'm going to take my hat off for the time being, and I'm going to put it in the chest, because we need to get into work mode. Oh, I have the chest. And I don't want to accidentally lose it or anything like that, because I haven't made another backup yet. So, let's get into our safety work gear. Much better indeed. And let's kind of talk about what we're going to be doing this episode. So, what we got to do is I want to finish this area that we've started working here, because we really need to kind of connect into the ship. There's a little bit up here at the top that kind of connects into the ship, and it makes sense for the ship to be here, kind of like this one is over here. How it's docked in there. This ship will be docked in as well. We also need to work on our farms. I was mentioning in the last video, I want to bring our farms from way over there and go ahead and bring them into here where they are supposed to be, which means creating a whole nother area of the mountain that we need to work on the backside. And then I also want to connect in all of the roads here, the little pathways through the mountain. I want to connect that in over to the farm. Now that's a lot. That was a mouthful. That was a breathful. That's quite a bit of things to do today, you guys. But first, we can't even start there because we really need to start working on this rocket shop and get it going. Now, I hope we get to everything else, but the rocket shop, it's a must do, you guys. Like, it's something that we have to we have to do it. Everybody needs rockets. It's that time on the server. We've waited too long. So here's the deal. We have all of this over here, right? And this is working pretty good. I've been pulling a little bit out as it's been filling, but it's going as much as we need it to go. Now, what we need to do is we need to reroute all of this. We need to keep it down here, but then we need to bring it over here. We need to connect into the gunpowder farm down here. And then what we need to do is we need to kind of get these two working together to autocraft our rockets. Now that's not going to be as easy as just connecting the two together because I want to sell stage 1, 2, and 3 rockets this season. So that means we have to do 3 separate autocrafters and we have to route them all 3 separate ways tying into both of these farms. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to get to the other farms today, but we definitely need to do this because we have to have a rocket shop. The demand is there, we must supply. Now for gunpowder, of course, we all know we're not having any problem with the gunpowder. We have more than enough. It's burning up there. As always, everything is full. I've just got to figure out how to make it all work. So give me what's probably going to seem like a moment to you, but is going to be, well, many moments to me, as I try to figure out what kind of madness I'm going to do to try to make this work in this base, because I didn't originally design this in the base, you guys, so I'm going to have to kind of figure it out. So there's only one way to do it, and that is to start. And there we have it. The sugarcane farm here is hooked up all the way up here to the gunpowder farm. And now we can autocraft all of our rockets. I have everything put in here. So let's just fly on down and we'll kind of take a look at what I've done so far. I'm actually pretty impressed with this, even though this part, I did not even know where to begin or how to start it. I tried a few things for a couple hours. It didn't work because, you know, Redstone, I'm not that good at it. But the design for these autocrafters actually came from a YouTuber called Redstone. And I will leave his information down below in case you ever want to check it out, because it's pretty interesting and it's smart enough that I don't understand it. But apparently what Redstone was saying is, this is your basic autocrafter for making rockets. This right here will make a stage 1 rocket, and it's kind of set up for that right here, as you can see. And also, it's also set up where if you don't have enough items of one or the other, the system will shut down and it won't try to craft a bunch of rockets if you don't have the stuff. So that's really nice. It's got like a limit to it of where it stops at. And then these two right here are built the exact same. The only difference is this one right here is set up to make stage 2 rockets. So we got the flight duration 2. And then this one over here is set up to make the 3. But the difference between these two and this one is the hopper line back here. It's kind of like a hopper clock, I guess. It's what I'm understanding, but it locks it. I don't know. I'm really trying to learn Redstone, you guys, but it is complicated. Especially coming from Bedrock all the way over to Java. The Redstone is completely different, so I'm having to relearn it, and I didn't really know what to begin with. So anyway, that one, as you can see, is just, it's a 2 hopper line there with one connecting in, which would be these two and then this one. And on this one over here, this one has just a single piece of red dust with where's it at? There it is. So there's a single piece of dirt in that one right there. And then this one, what it does is it uses 2 extra hoppers on the end, and then you extend the redstone right here, and then it still has the single piece of dirt in it, so it's pretty much the same. The only difference is these 2 pieces of redstone and these 2 hoppers. And I really wish I understood why. I need to take like a redstone course, you guys. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. So yeah, the dirt's supposed to be in that one. I think this one, the dirt is in the wrong spot. It's crafting, which means it's working, but I'm going to take that dirt out of there and put it in here where it's supposed to be. And then let's just double check just to make sure that the dirt is in the correct spot over here as well. Yes. Okay, so I don't know what was up with that, but it was working, so that's fine. I've got this emptied out. All these chests here, except for this one. This one, I was doing some work, so it kind of made some rockets. But as you can see, I've got an entire double chest full of stage 1. This is gunpowder, that's gunpowder. This is all stage 2. And then this is my stage 3 that I've been working on. Now up top here, I have levers controlling everything so that I can choose which one I want to make. I can make stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And as you can see here, all the levers in the off position. I designed this really quickly. I think it looks kind of good. It kind of flows with everything. And also, hey, you guys, I finished the gears. Look at this. So you got the gears here and it's connected in. And then I got to decorate the back of this. And we still got to decorate this whole pipeline here. But that doesn't have to be done today. We can do the details on that once we finish the mountain here, so I can kind of figure out what it needs to look like and where it needs to actually connect into the mountain to make it look right. It's all about the details. Now, once those levers are activated, it activates some redstone here, which activates these pistons, which push these sticky blocks down, which activate that redstone line right there. Now, if we come on down here, all of these are ran and connected to torch towers here, which automate these pistons here. Which connect to this redstone, which lock these hoppers. I actually knew that part. I mean, I do know a little bit of redstone. I know how to lock a hopper. So anyway, I've done that to all of these here. So there's one here for that one, and then there's one here for this one in the center, and then there's one here for this one over here. Now, by locking all these hoppers, what I can do is I can control when these turn on and off by keeping all of these hoppers empty. So basically, even though it knows, this is what I was talking about a little bit ago, even though it knows it has enough right now to craft these fireworks, it also knows that there's not enough input up here, which 11 is the cutoff. So if you have anything 11 or less, it's not going to work. Once you hit 11, it's going to stop. So if I turned it on, this would start flowing in, and then it would start crafting the rockets, which is really, really smart. I really like it, you guys. This is going to be really nice for this season. The thing that I'm really waiting on right now is we need our sugarcane farm to catch up. Because as of now, I think, yes, we've made it to here. So the stage 2s are fully filled up just about. Stage 1 is completely filled up. And then what I need to do is I need it to fill here. And then we'll overflow into this. And then we'll start filling up our stage 3. Once that's filled up, all these hopper lines right here will start to back up as well. And really what I'm looking for is I'm looking for it to get somewhere around into here. And then I'll be happy because I know that we won't run out. Now we're not going to get to that today because it takes a while for my farm to run. And basically I just got to, be easy with it for a little bit and not make too many rockets. Now I think within a week we should be completely full because I'm still going to be making rockets for the shop and for myself. So I'm going to be using it as it's trying to fill, but we should be okay. Now up here, I've also put a kind of a stop block on it just in case I ever get too backed up here. I can cut the whole farm off here. And then basically everything that falls here, it'll just despawn. If it ever really becomes a problem, what I'll do is I'll create a little chamber to kind of destroy everything. But for now, I think we're going to be okay. But that's what we said about the gunpowder farm. So we'll see. Now, one thing I have noticed is I do need to start working on the lighting issues around here just a little bit. Gotcha. And I have been doing that in some areas. I've been lighting up some little kind of crevices and stuff that need a little bit of detail lighting. Like you can see these guys hanging out over here. And just little things like that to try and touch up a few things and make sure that I don't get blown up while I'm over here working on the build. So I think what we really need to do is while we're waiting for that farm to fill up, why don't we go ahead and continue working on building out this mountain? I think that's probably the best idea, you guys. We'll finish this up here. We'll connect into the boat, way up here. And we'll let this farm run. And then that way we'll be kind of doing two things at once, right? Efficiency. That's what it's all about. So let's see if we can make some progress on the mountain. And there we are. Our mountain is almost done. I mean, it's a piece of it anyway. So now that we have all this done and this farm down here is active and working and everything is looking a lot better than it did before when we started the video, the only thing I'm waiting on again is this sugarcane. I think we are, yes, we're up to here, so we are getting there. but it needs to run a little bit more, but it's not stopping us from building the shop. I think we have plenty that we can use, and then I have some down here also growing in that little area as well. So now all we really have to do is just kind of get over there, build it. I still got to design it. I have no clue what we're going to do. It is going to be a pop-up shop for a little while, but that's okay. Everyone will have rockets, so that's at least something. And I'll have diamonds, so that is definitely something. Now we also have this big giant area that we have to deal with, but that will again be much later in another video because we still have a lot of other stuff to do to the mountain itself before we're really ready to start working up here again. But it is nice to be able to just walk onto the ship instead of having to fly up here all the time. So that's kind of nice. The only downside is there's really no way down into the base without flying because we are sky pirates. So, you know, that's a thing. But it is nice to be out of the rain when it rains now because we have something over our head. So that's nice. I've also went ahead and made sure to light this area up pretty good as I was building everything. There's a few dark spots down here that I still have to deal with. But overall, it's pretty lit up. Now, we're not going to get to building the other farms today. That's just not going to happen. This took way too long. But you know, sometimes that's just how it is. But unfortunately, we are out of time today, so we're going to have to end the episode here. Now, with all the work that we've got done today, it's a good start for our next episode. We're going to go ahead and jump right into building that shop at the shopping district. I want to definitely get the pumpkin and melon farm, and we'll get that added to the base over there. So we'll do a little bit more base building. I've changed this in between clips, between what you just saw and now, and that little sign right there will reveal why. We'll talk about that in the next episode. And once we get our pumpkin and melon farm in, we can go ahead and connect all these pathways right here in the lower half of the base and really start to get a scope of how big this base is actually going to be this season. And don't forget to check the description down below because down there you'll find all of my links to all of my socials, along with the link to the WhimsyCraft Discord and the link to my Patreon. And until the next episode, you guys, stay whimsy. Bye!